Welcome back everybody to another video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last one. If you did, make sure to force smash the like button on this one and hit the subscribe button. So today we're going to be talking about the Star Wars Black Series Dagan Gera and doing an unboxing. He is one of the villains from Jedi Survivor, the Cal Kestis video games. I actually enjoyed him. I think it was a cool way to introduce Disney's High Republic, and it was actually pretty intriguing. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of Disney stuff, but that made me seem a little more interested, and I'd like, you know, a video game set around that time. Maybe I think that's what Eclipse is like a couple hundred years before the Phantom Menace or something like that. So if that's even still happening anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see. Former Jedi Knight Dagan Gera emerged from the back-to-tank imprisonment motivated by betrayal, blaming the Jedi Order for the destruction that befell his greatest discovery, a hidden temple planet, Tanalorr. So, yeah. And you play the video game, you get to see what all happens with the flashbacks and stuff, and some of the fights and all that kind of stuff. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it. I've personally played it two times, and I may play it a third time. I may eventually just play it on stream, play the first one and that one, and then when they release the third game. So yeah, I think he's a really interesting character, and I'm glad to add another. I guess he's a dark sider. He turns to the dark side in a way. Obviously, you can tell by the red lightsabers. I'm glad to add another red lightsaber to my collection. It's nice having more than just blue and green. So, also, as you can see, he is sold out on the Hasbro Plus website or app, whichever one you use. I got mine. I got mine from my local game store. I'm sure you can probably find him at, you know, your local game store, maybe vintage, whether it's Vintage Stock, GameStop, or something along those lines. If not, I'm sure you can find him on eBay. Hopefully not too expensive from, you know, scalpers and stuff, and people wanting to sell it for an over high price. Maybe Amazon, try there. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. I'll show you a couple images of him. I mean, it's just cool. I mean, not very often you get a one-armed figure, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool, especially with a cape. And his saber becomes a dual blade or separate. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and jump over to the unboxing. All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to do our unboxing of Dagan Gera, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This is pretty cool. I was surprised to see him just sitting there on the shelf, and I could not pass it up. So, and it is unopened. So let's go ahead and break the seals. And I believe all he comes with is his lightsaber, split into two, so two lightsabers technically. If you haven't played the video game, there's a reason there's two of them. I won't spoil anything for you, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You should play it. Definitely worth a play. And two. Go ahead and close this up. Well, at least you don't have to worry about pulling out a second arm. You only got to pull the one arm out. Alrighty. I can already tell you this. I love the outfit. It looks very Lord of the Rings to me. Which I know the High Republic, they're, you know, wearing shiny, bright colors with gold trim and stuff to look, like really high up noble knights and stuff. Because that's, it's the High Republic. That's the peak of their power at one point. I wish the hood was an actual hood and you can throw it up. That would be cool, but I'm cool with it as it is. I think that's really neat. You can put one saber in his hand and put the other one up if you didn't want it, and you just have them single wield. Or take it. The other one. It does go on a certain way. Take it out of his hand first. I can kind of show you. There. See how they're kind of a little slanted? So you want to line them up and put them together. The way they lock. It made a click noise. I'm sure you guys probably couldn't hear it, but now that's put together. At least you don't have to figure out which hand it goes in. But that is pretty neat. This is my first double-bladed saber. No, I lied. Saj is. Because you can put her blades together. But yeah, this is my first one where it looks normal and they're not like curved and weird. But yeah, he's really neat. Pretty cool. I love the color scheme. I'm glad to add another red saber to my collection. Very interesting character. I wish we would get more of him, maybe in comics or in like, I don't know, a standalone kind of mini game or something. I don't know. It'd just be cool. He was a really interesting character. But yeah, hopefully this video interests you into buying him. I mean, if you can find him, for not a ridiculous price online or anything. So if it did, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, maybe share with your friends, and join the Discord, join the community, comment down in the somewhere in there. I try to respond to everybody, and let's just grow a good community of kind people who enjoy Star Wars or just gaming in general. Yeah, may the Force be with you. Peace.